What if I told you that idling your car could be silently killing your engine, draining your wallet, and even risking a fire, all while you sit there doing nothing? In this video, I'm breaking down why letting your car idle is one of the most expensive mistakes you might be making every day. And no, it's not just about wasting gas. We're talking transmission damage, overheating engines, cracked plastic parts, and even rare cases where idling turns your car into a fire hazard. Don't skip the point about catalytic converters. It could literally save your car or your driveway. Let's get into it. Number 1. Overheats your engine. Modern engines are built to move, not to sit there sweating like a guy in a winter jacket at a summer BBQ. When your car is just idling, there's no airflow pushing through the radiator like when you're driving. That means all the heat your engine produces just builds up under the hood, like a pressure cooker with no release valve. Over time, that heat cooks your coolant, your hoses, your gaskets, and your wallet. And if you live somewhere hot, oh boy, you're not just idling, you're slow cooking your engine. You won't see the damage right away. It's sneaky. You'll just start noticing weird smells, temp gauges creeping up, or a puddle under your car. And suddenly, you're at the shop going, wait, how did I blow a head gasket just waiting in the drive-thru? Number 2, transmission hates it. See, when your car is stopped but still in gear, your transmission is technically working. It's engaged and ready to move. But you're not moving. It's like a sprinter frozen at the starting line, muscles clenched, just burning energy and heat for no reason. That heat? It builds up fast, and here's the kicker. Transmissions don't have fans like your engine does. They rely on movement to stay cool. And guess what cools your transmission fluid in most cars? The radiator. Yep, same one that's already struggling when you're idling. So now you've got your engine cooking and your transmission marinating in boiling fluid. Delicious, right? Leave your car idling in drive for too long, and you're inviting heat damage, early wear, and eventually that dreaded check engine light. Or worse, the $3,000 transmission rebuild bill. Number 3, wastes fuel. When your engine is running but you're not going anywhere, you're doing something magical. You're turning gasoline into absolutely nothing. No movement, no progress. Just dollars burning out your tailpipe like you're trying to impress your local oil company. And don't fall for that "it's just a few minutes" trap. If you idle for 10 minutes a day, that's over 60 hours a year of your engine running for no reason. That's up to 4 tanks of gas. Gone. Vanished. Like a magician with a bad financial plan. Plus, with fuel prices doing the cha-cha these days, idling is basically tossing coins straight into the wind while you sit there wondering why your MPG is trash. If you're waiting more than 30 to 60 seconds, shut it off. Modern cars restart just fine. And no, you're not damaging your starter. This isn't the 80s. Number 4, it's a pollution factory. When your engine's running and you're not moving, it's still pumping out harmful emissions like carbon monoxide, nitrogen oxides, and other nasty stuff, all for nothing. You're not just hurting the planet, you're breathing that in. Sitting in a cloud of your own exhaust isn't just wasteful, it's gross. Even cities are catching on. Some have started banning new drive-thrus to cut back on idle pollution. And speaking of damage you can't see, your engine bay's plastic parts? They're next in line to suffer. Number 5. Catalytic converters can overheat. The catalytic converter's job is to burn off harmful emissions, and it gets hot doing it. But when your engine's sitting still and idling, that heat doesn't go anywhere. It just keeps stacking up like a bonfire under your floorboard. On older or poorly tuned engines, that heat can get so extreme that the converter glows red hot. And yes, I mean literally glowing. I've seen converters get hot enough to start grass fires. No joke. They even had to invent heat shields just to stop that from happening. But if your car's older or doesn't have one, that extra idling could mean melted parts, burned sensors, or a 1,000 plus replacement you didn't see coming. Number 6. Plastic engine parts can melt or crack. See, under the hood, there's a surprising amount of plastic. Intake manifolds, radiator tanks, connectors. all designed to handle normal heat, not the buildup from sitting still with no airflow. When you idle, that heat just stacks up. Over time, the plastic becomes brittle, warps, or even cracks clean in half. And if you're in a hot climate, multiply that risk by 10. I've seen BMWs practically fall apart from cracked intakes, just from too much idling in the heat. What starts as a tiny crack can lead to air leaks, sensor failures, and engine performance issues. And yeah, the repair bill isn't tiny either. But if you think cracked plastic is annoying, wait until we talk about how idling puts your entire cooling system under pressure. Literally. Number 7. You're risking a fire in rare cases. No, really. In rare cases, idling can overheat parts like the catalytic converter until it glows red hot. Now imagine that sitting over dry grass or leaves in the summer heat. Poof, you've got flames under your car. Some older cars have actually started brush fires just by idling too long in the wrong spot. That's why heat shields were invented, but not all vehicles have good ones, or any at all. So yeah, idling isn't just bad for your engine, it's bad for the scenery too. And all this damage, you can avoid most of it with one simple habit. Coming up next, the easiest fix most drivers still ignore. How to idle if needed? Okay, we get it. Sometimes you have to idle. Maybe you're waiting to pick someone up, stuck in traffic, or defrosting your windshield in winter. So here's how to idle smart without turning your engine bay into a slow-cooking disaster. First, put the car in neutral or park. That instantly takes the load off your transmission. Leaving it in drive? That's like making your transmission do push-ups for no reason. Second, turn off the AC if you don't absolutely need it, especially on older vehicles. It adds extra strain and heat. Third, check your cooling fans. Pop the hood and make sure they're spinning when the engine gets warm. If they're not, you're basically boiling the engine in its own soup. And if you're working on your car or idling for a while, use a fan. A big shop fan blowing at the front grille can make a huge difference. Keeps the temps down and the fumes away. Oh, and in freezing cold weather, you're fine. Cold air helps suck out that heat. But summer, keep it short and smart.